This is a Bunker Boy production.
Pick the weed, whip the edge, blow it out, fill it in, move on to the next. It's the Bunker Boy Show. It's the Bunker Boy Podcast. It's the Bunker Boy Podcast. All right, welcome back, everybody, and how is everybody doing? Today we got a special guest. This is gonna be the first time where we've done a podcast where we couldn't see our guest, but we got the best part, which is we can hear our guest, which is more powerful than seeing them. So, with that said, we got Christopher Gibson, a good friend of ours. How you doing, Chris?
Man, real good. How are you guys?
Good.
So good. So good. I love that I kind of anticipate when I'm going to hear his voice, and then it just surprises you, you know? It's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm the ghost.
What have you been up to, bud?
Oh, man. Fucking trying to stay dialed in. This past year, I officially launched my own business under the Dharma Squad name, and then after kind of shooting my shot at every opportunity I could, and I mean, I had a eBay going, an Amazon seller thing. I was doing like every side gig I could find, like wiring Cat5 cables for security cameras, trying to find walls and other art gigs and stuff. And then Otsego Resort decided to take me on kind of more full time. I'm still a consultant, so I don't technically work here, but I have an office, and I'm here every day. So that's kind of became the main gig that stuck. So just out here on that marketing grind.
Hell yeah, dude.
So you were doing some low voltage wiring?
Oh yeah, I was
Cat 5s.
Exploring basements,
Yeah.
unearthing old shit that's underneath Gaylord. But yeah, just all kinds of random stuff, blowing insulation, trying to do more art. But obviously, like, if you're an artist and you think you're going to pay all the bills with that, you're kind of kidding yourself, at least
Right.
up here.
I mean, when it comes to Gaylord, though, you were the only one I knew that was doing like crazy wall art. I mean, not crazy in a bad way, like sick wall art. Like you had that cafe kind of behind the funeral home, or in front of the funeral home, I guess. What was that cafe called? That was the first one I remember seeing. And then you did that.
Seems like new and Lady
Yes.
Latte.
Yeah, and then you did the bamboo. I forget the name of that place too. I haven't been back in Gaylord in a while, but that bamboo, like the Thai food or the Chinese food.
Yep, alloy bamboo. That one was fun for sure.
Yeah, that thing is definitely like a staple. If you haven't been to Gaylord and you pull in and you're going downtown and you see that thing, you're like, damn, that's nice.
Definitely. Heck
And then-
yeah, man.
And then I think the last time, I don't know if Brad's seen you since, but I think the last time Brad and I saw you was you were working on the skate park.
Yeah.
For sure. Yep. Yeah, you guys stopped by there. God, that was hot.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. How did you get that gig? What did you have to do to,
Oh
finesse
man,
that
that was
gig?
like so much red tape, because that had been a dream of mine like since we moved to the skate park and saved it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to paint it, and then I was like crunching some numbers. I was on my spray paint websites, and I was like, dang, this is gonna cost like 10 grand. I can't just like
What?
front
Wow.
this. So I had to start getting in with the Gaylord Council for the Arts, which I'm now on their visual arts committee as well as their financing committee. And we started trying to write grants for it. And one of the grants eventually stuck. So that was like a really cool learning process. And then after that, it was just a matter of me finding all the artists that I wanted to collaborate on it and getting everyone together, settling on a price to pay everyone, and then working with the budget throughout the winter and kind of getting the graphics together, making sure everyone's on the same page theme wise and stuff, and then just pulling it off in a 2 week window that we had to close the skate park.
Wow. It came out gnarly, dude. Like that thing looks each like section in that park, you can tell. I mean, I didn't know there was like a theme you guys were going for, but because it seems like everyone had their own little, you know, idea of what they were going to do on each section, but it came together really nice. It looks really sick.
Thank you, man. And yeah, the theme was just rebirth. So like I mean the last thing I want to do is put other artists in a box. So I wanted like just a simple one word thing like you define what this means to you and throw it up.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. That big, what is it, a 7-footer? Is that what that half pipe used to be, but now it's like
20
a quarter?
footer.
No, come on. Come on. That quarter pipe with like the
Just
big
like
the Phoenix or whatever. I think it's a Phoenix of some sort.
yeah, yep.
That thing it's just all of it's gnarly. I mean,
Yeah, that was Brandon Spy's piece, and he like called in for the first week that we were working on it, and then he messages me and is like, I don't know, man, you might just want to give my ramp to someone else. I don't think like I'm gonna be able to get there in time. And I was like, nah, like we put too much in this, buddy. Like, yeah, I could bang your wall out for you, but that's not what we're doing here. So just show up and try. And then he banged out the entire piece in 8 hours.
Whoa.
I was like, what the fuck were you worried about, bro? Like, go help everyone else now. That was insane.
so how much time did that whole thing take then? If he was able to bang that out in 8 hours, what was like the overall period of time that took?
So we had a 2 week window. I'd say some people like the novices, your first time working on a big wall, there's like more to it than you expect, and you're gonna have like new challenges and opportunities that you got to cover. But let's see. So Brandon's was 8 hours. Mine came in at like 15 hours, and I think everyone else was like 20 hours or up.
Wow.
Dang. Yeah, I remember me and AJ were there and we just seen you, and then we got in our car, and I remember the last thing you said to us was like, keep it up on the podcast, boys. And me and AJ got in the car and we looked at each other and we were like, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, man. It's good to see you guys creating, and like it seems like it's becoming such a rare thing. Like everyone just wants to focus on the grind and then like go home and relax, which I fucking get. Like relaxing is the coolest thing ever. Throwing on a dumb video game and like straight chilling. Yeah, like not talking to people. I want to be all about that. But
right.
Like, you gotta have that courage to create, and it makes a difference in the world. And definitely, I'm sure you guys have seen it enrich your own lives throughout this process. It changes you.
It's great. You end up looking forward to. At first, it was definitely a new thing to add to the arsenal. Like you could see that. At least for me, I don't want to speak for Brad, but I was always like, oh wow, we're already shooting another one. It's like, damn. But then after a while, it kind of becomes routine, and then you get excited for it, and I don't know. We have interesting people like you come on, and we get to talk to people and just ask them how they've been doing, because we're both not in Gaylord right now, so it's nice to just reconnect with people and see what they're up to. It's just it's a cool element to the podcast that I don't think we looked into when we first started, but I think it's kind of like at least for me, that's kind of the thing I look forward to, is talking to people and just seeing what they're up to.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, like back in the 90s, that was the best ever. Like you go home and then you call one of your friends on the phone and you talk for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing I like about online gaming too. Like, yeah, I'm here for the game, but like I'm just glad I'm like chatting with my homies right now. Like, we can disguise this phone call by shooting some people in the head or whatever.
Right.
Chatting it up, bro.
So true.
That is facts.
Fuck. What do I got? I had a few questions for you. Oh, so speaking of like creating, I don't know how long ago this was. It was back before my Facebook got hacked, which was a while ago, but I was friends with you on Facebook, and I noticed you would post these videos of you like hitchhiking, like you were doing like hitchhiking vlogs, and you were just moving
Oh
across the
yeah.
country. How did that start? Were you just doing that to, I don't know, be a nomad or something, or what's the story behind that?
So it was kind of a common theme in my life, especially well, mostly only before I got sober. Like kind of come to Michigan, party way too hard for too long. And then like, the little dramas start to pile up, but then like, oh, I think the cops are looking for me, or like I'm super out of cash, like about to lose the apartment, like all right, I got to get out of here. Like, what's my escape plan?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, honestly, dude, I needed distance between me and my own bullshit. And travel has always been a pretty good option, like money
Oh
or
yeah.
not, to figure that out. And so, yeah, I just figured I'd fucking walk to Florida, and hopefully when I got back, I'd be chill again. So,
That's
Hell yeah.
incredible. That's awesome. So you made it all the way to Florida then?
yeah, yeah. A lot of rides, a couple short bus rides. Like people bought me bus tickets because like trying to hitchhike out of like Atlanta is a bitch. Like
Oh
everyone's all
yeah.
spooky and like no one wants to stop and talk to you or anything. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna get on a Greyhound. I'll get 60 miles south from here. Once you're in a nice like smaller town, then you can like make eye contact with people again and it's easier to
Wow.
move.
Was Atlanta pretty scary?
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, like I I literally was what was the name? I don't remember the name of the road, but I had like just stepped foot in like the downtown area. Like obviously not the fun part of downtown because
Yeah.
I hadn't been off the bus for maybe 8 minutes and some guy tries to snatch my hiking bag off of my back and I've got like the chest buckle and the hip buckle and he's yanking at it and I'm like it's connected to me and he's like ah! Like you are so set on getting this, bro, but it's like
Ah,
connected to me. Like
he was gonna have to just end up taking you with him if he wanted
Yeah.
that thing.
exactly. And that's every time someone's tried to snatch my bag, they just get super frustrated.
So
Like
so
the
there's
time I
been
was
there's been multiple times. Sorry to cut you off, but that's
oh,
just
for sure. Yeah. I mean, like if you're sleeping in ditches and shit, like
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like some skinny white kid. Like they
ah,
probably think I'm all fucked up on something, and just
right.
like an easy target. But then they go to grab my bag, like downtown New York when they did it. My bag was connected to a scaffolding pole. Like I had tied it around the scaffolding and then went to sleep on the bag. And so when the guy went to grab it, he's yanking on the pole and then he looks at me and he's getting all frustrated. I'm like, I'm sorry, I wish I could help, dude. But not today.
That's wild, man.
Oh my.
Well, Chris, if I seen you, I would try to buy you a bus ticket. I wouldn't try to snatch your bag, if that makes it
Hell
fair
yeah,
to
well,
you.
thank you, dude. If you see anyone like me, go ahead and help them out.
Yeah.
Wow. You mentioned during that story that you were like worried you wouldn't be able to, pay for your apartment, but was that the apartment that was right next to the police station? Is that the one you're referring to?
Yeah, yeah. The one we started like pissing on the floor and kicking holes in the wall and shit near the end there.
I remember I remember me and Brad stopped over a few times and you had all those, I don't know what's the name of, not bongos, but you had like drums up there,
Djembes.
djembes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was just me and Brad in your apartment for some like I don't know, a couple hours and we just were banging on those things for I don't know until our hands were bleeding it felt like. But that
Hell
apartment
yeah.
was incredible. I mean, to me anyways. I don't know if you necessarily liked it, but I just that was at the point in like high school where I was, I had gotten my license and I was just going out and I don't know. I think I was connected to you through Dom and that's kind of
Yep,
when
for sure.
everything just kind of went fast paced. It seemed like I was hanging out there, going to different parties and whatnot. But did you ever get in any trouble from across the street? Like, were you ever too loud? Was there any
No, I mean, the Gaylord police have always, at least the past like decade, they really loved me. Like, so we'd be out there drinking beers on the curb and like flagging them down just to shoot the shit and stuff. Like, because at the end of the day, like, you know how we roll. Like, we're not going to go out there and hurt people or break shit. Like, no one's going to be like ODing. There's not going to be any domestic violences or anything. Like, if someone gets in a fight, it's because someone needed their ass kicked. So,
Right.
right?
like,
Yeah, that's typically how that
Represent,
goes.
baby.
Yeah.
So Chris, what are you all doing at Otsego Resort? Because I remember me and you used to do snowboard instructing at Treetops. Are you doing any instructing out there, or what do you got going?
So, second winter that I've kind of got away from the instructing scene, which has been real nice. I'll still take on a private lesson for like a homie's kids or something once in a while, which is super nice because I just charge 100 an hour and I pocket the whole thing.
Mm.
But they needed a marketing manager, and I figured I've got YouTube, so I can figure out what that means as we go.
Right.
And I put in a super lowball bid for what it would cost if they used me as their consulting through Dharma Squad. And since then, just been getting steady raises and more stuff to do. But lots of content to make, lots of
Yeah.
graphic arts, which is fun. Like figuring out how to do all the back end stuff on the website and the booking agents. I love making ads and stuff. Like I just made a hilarious rap song for the bump day specials that we have that's on the
Okay.
Eagle. So like it's super fun stuff, and it's like it's just content they need, like. And
Yeah.
then the owners listen to me when I'm like, hey, we should cut a new glade here. And they're like, all right, go take a chainsaw and you can cut a new glade. Tell us what you're calling it and we'll put it on the map. And hoping to get like a disc golf course is definitely coming
Let's
this
go.
spring, as well as a hot tub finally, because I don't know what a ski resort's doing without a hot tub. So I think I won that battle and we'll be getting that too. But it's really cool. Everyone
Yeah.
like seems open to my creative ideas. Everything I do is completely like on me. So like I've got to self start and figure out what needs to be done. There's also very little like feedback, which is a struggle, when you're working.
Yeah.
You're like, will you tell me if this sucks or not? But like
Dude, I understand what that's like with doing this. Like,
for sure.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, you have a really good reach on the advertising though, because I was just on Facebook watching one of Jordan Ari's like films that he put together for you guys, and dude, I love watching all of his films that he makes with that little flying like hover drone thing. Everything's just so
Heck yeah.
clean looking.
Yeah, we love flying the drones. Just got a new one, and there's some connectivity issues, which is super lame because the old one I had, the old beater, back when I was whitewater rafting, I could fly that thing follow cam style through a canyon and be like a mile away from it and still have connection and be able to fly it back and stuff. This
Really?
new one, this new one, I'll fly it 20 feet in front of me, and it's like I need a break, man. Like I'm all right, I'm just gonna shut off. Like
Huh.
That sucks.
super weak, but that's technology, man. All that planned obsolescence and just
Mm-hmm.
you never know how long the new thing's gonna be new and when it's gonna program to break on you.
Right. Damn.
Fuck.
But that's pretty cool, man. It's exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, what are
I
some
mean,
of your ideas to get like feedback, and what do you got planned? Like, you have anything big you're gonna try doing, or?
yeah, like 3-year plan. I'm hoping for an all out big budget music festival on the property.
Oh, okay.
I hit up what was it, Peach Fest in Pennsylvania, and realized you can have a full blown music festival like on the mountain. Like people can camp on the hill. I always thought it'd be super lame because you'd be flopping over sideways and stuff, but there's so many like knolls like in the woods and everything where it becomes flattened out. Like we could put 10,000 people on the ski hills intense, like no problem, bro. We just
my.
gotta like figure out toilets and stuff and we'll be good to go.
And
Oh,
then
that's
just have the stage at the base or at the bottom of the hill? Is that what you're thinking? Like near the where you get on the
So
chairlifts?
I'm thinking a tiny stage at the top of the hill, big stage at the bottom near the river cabin, and then another tiny
Oh,
stage deeper in the woods at the beaver dam.
oh,
dude.
that's a great idea.
Yeah,
Gator,
man,
never
I
seen
think
nothing like that.
it definitely would be scary. So that's why it's long term dreams right there. Like right now, I'm
Right.
still in the process of showing them like if you give me 2 grand or 10 grand, like here's the return on your investment. Like I'm not gonna
Gotcha.
just blow your money for stuff that I think is fun, but everything I think is fun is what I'm gonna spend my money on because I know there's an ROI to it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd say you're the right guy for that job.
Yeah, dude.
That place needs like a little facelift, I think, because
for sure.
back in the day, if when I was younger, I felt like it was popping, and then as I grew up, it just slowly kind of, I don't know, I stopped going there, and it just never felt the same. But like when the Olympians came in like 2008,
That was sweet.
that was the last time I saw it like really popping, you know?
Yeah.
That was a great time. Get those Olympians back. I'm sure that's easy.
I would love to, man. And I mean, that's so when you guys were growing up throughout this process, you were witnessing essentially the death of the entire action sports industry.
Right.
Like that's Tony Hawk's getting older. Like it's not about skating, it's about Robin Big playing pranks on each other
Yeah.
now.
That's
And
true.
everything kind of has been dissolving since then with that gap in between who can afford it and who can't. And now like
Mm-hmm.
if you're going to be out in one of the big mountains, like doesn't even matter where, you're either employee housing, sleeping in a bunkhouse with 4 other dudes and poor as shit, but you get to ski there,
Yeah.
or you showed up on a fucking helicopter. Like that middle ground is disappearing. Like
Right.
in our whole society, like middle class is getting chewed out and it's affected the industry as a whole, like completely. There's aside from that huge boom we got after COVID when everyone was like, I gotta go outside, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Right.
But like it's been a steady decline, man. And I mean, it's an industry where you're lucky to be in the black 1 out of every 3 ski seasons. So like even like just for Kathy and Gary, the owners now, like it takes some real balls to have like an $8 million investment and be like, you know what we should buy? A ski resort. like
Yeah. For
like
real.
so there's some passion they've got for like the land and the community and the more passionate people like me that we can get in the right positions, like we can start to bounce things back in the right direction. Because again, back to like you guys doing the podcast, people would rather just sit there instead of doing a podcast, instead of making art, instead of going skiing.
Right.
So you got to be able to show people that there's value in being out here and spending the money and doing the thing.
That's
Very well said.
truth right there. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
We just now will you have anything to do with the golf course aspect of that? Are you going to be promoting for that as well, like marketing wise, like during the summertime?
100%. Yep. I actually I took the position last April. I think like April 18th. So that was me like trying to figure out my workflows and what I was supposed to do and stuff, which
Yep.
was hilarious because I was spending like 6 hours on one image and everything seemed like super overwhelming. Like, I'm never going to get this all done. And like nowadays it's show up at 8:30 in the morning and usually be done by noon with everything that I could possibly do. And then I've got my whole afternoon to learn, to work on myself and make my dog happy, and then just go play.
Nice. Nice.
Nice, dude. You got a dog?
Yeah. Got Anky Doo. He's chewing on a deer antler right next to me now.
Hell yeah.
He took 2 nice ski laps right before I got on the Zoom with you guys. So
Let's
he's
go,
happy.
dude. Let's go.
Dude, he's so fast for a Pomeranian. Like it's mind blowing. He turns right into a sled dog and like loses his shit, barking at my skis, screaming at everyone. He's like, I gotta run! I gotta
Yeah.
run!
Dude, does that Seal Club still do those snow skate rentals?
No, we don't
Thank
have any
gosh.
of those right now.
Those were a hazard, man.
Oh man, those are definitely a hilarious hazard.
Yeah, those were a hazard. Um, but dude, coming with sobriety, I seen you've been drinking some non-alcoholic beverages, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, what's your
Athletic
favorite? What's your
Brewing
favorite
Co.
athletic brewing, dude? That's what comes to mind
Yep.
because I work at Fabiano Brothers. It's like a beer distributor, and we unload so much athletic brewing stuff. And I'm like, I wonder who's drinking these. And then I just want to ask, do you like them, dude?
For sure, man. And like, dude, honestly, like the placebo effect, like since I've really worked on getting sober and like if I'm a little tired, I'm not like crushing up an Adderall or like
Yeah.
being present with how I feel and like adapting naturally and being like, all right, I need to like I'll do 30 push-ups right now. That's gonna wake me up a little. Cold
Uh,
shower. But now,
uh,
like these little things like the NA beers, if I drink like 3 of them, like it's 0.3% alcohol or whatever. But I'm like, dang, I'm feeling a little good right now. I don't know about these. Should I be driving? Like,
Yeah,
the,
that's good though,
dude, the,
dude.
yeah, for sure. And like, dude, your body's like going to adapt to whatever happens and the same like levels of experiences are going to be available to you sober or not. Like it's just a matter of like how you're going to get those experiences.
Right, right, dude.
Now, did you get onto those non-alcoholic beers to help kick the other habit, or did you like quit cold turkey and then after a while, be like, I'm gonna go back and just try some non-alcoholic beers for like the taste? Like, was that
Yeah,
something?
it was fully cold turkey. The day I decided, like I was all shaky and super hungover, like had went way too hard for a couple days in a row, like made my girl really mad and all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, you gotta make the girl
So
mad first.
you
I'm really good
gotta,
at
dude.
that. I'm really good at that.
So I bopped over to Bear River, the rehab in Petoskey or Boyne. I don't remember where any rehabs or psych wards are exactly, but I did 3 days there, and just as kind of like a
Uh,
marking point in my life, like all right, there's the totem, the flag I'm planting in the ground. This is when sobriety starts. Like I gotta stick with it now. And now I just like I got so many good flavors of tea at home, dude, and I just smash tea, man. Like
I
so many
love that.
good flavors, dude. But like if I'm down at the river cabin or like doing operas with the friends and stuff, like give me an NA beer for sure. Like I just want to
Yeah,
like crack something open and
right.
be a part of it.
Hmm.
That's sweet, dude.
I mean, would you even be able to tell the difference? Like, if I were to drink a Heineken and then I were to drink a Heineken Zero, is it literally just the same taste? I've never tried an NA beer, so I wonder if I'd even know if someone like slipped me one at a party or something, you know?
Like a reverse roofie.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Dude, they
I
like
gotta
when
try
they're
that shit.
manufactured good, they taste incredible. Like they really do.
Huh. Damn. Oh, fuck. That's great.
You have any more
Uh,
questions, AJ?
how did you come up? Yeah, I guess last question. I meant to ask it when we were kind of talking about I don't know, when we first asked Chris how he's been. What, how did you come up with the Dharma Squad? What is that name? Where did that come from?
So, I've always been a little bit on the woo woo side as far as like you know, dharma essentially is an old Sanskrit word that means the order of the universe. So if a person is gonna find their dharma, it's them finding the purpose that they feel like they were built for. Like, so someone's dharma might be like mowing an old lady's lawn across the street
Oh,
that can't do it herself. Like,
I love
it might.
mowing lawns.
Me
Shit.
too, bro. Oh my god, hell yeah. And then you get a weed whack that shit.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
dude.
Chris,
Howling.
dude, you're talking to
Oh
Bunker
man,
Boys right now. That's what we're
fuck
about.
yeah, dude.
That's true
Mowing lawns is
satisfaction.
fucking incredible. The
Oh,
people that don't get to experience that don't know what they're missing. Like, oh my god, you get to listen to whatever you want to. If you want to
Dude.
blast cigs, you're good. Like,
Uh,
you're getting me in that mood right now. I'm wishing the snow was gone. Shit.
it's
I like
freezing,
when
man.
I like when that
no, there's
grass
a
is overgrown and you can just see your perfect line and you just keep following it all. Dude, I could talk about this shit for days. I feel
yes.
like
Do you guys ever play tractor simulator games?
No.
I definitely have. I've downloaded. Oh no, I've definitely downloaded it before, and I've sat there for probably 30 minutes and just cut a fake lawn for sure.
There you go, dude. Hell yeah. You don't got to stop because it's winter, bro. We got
Yeah,
technology.
you're
now.
right. You're so fucking right. Maybe if I get like some VR goggles or something too, I could really just immerse myself into that. Like, I don't know. I'd need to have.
Share with some vibrate too.
Oh, I would need to have something on my nose too, like a fresh cut grass scent. You know, just the whole nine.
Open a gallon of gasoline in the room. Just
Dude.
get her going, bud.
Oh fuck. What about you, B? You got any more questions? I think I've heard what I wanted to ask this guy.
Um, no, I think I'm all set, but yeah. Do you like mayonnaise or Miracle Whip?
Dang dog, I hate both those things.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Listen, man, it's like such a filler condiment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
there's really nothing to it. Like, yeah, you made my bread wet.
It's, yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's a texture thing.
It's
I think.
sandwich lubricant, really. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like, hit me with some good butter or a nice chutney.
Ooh, chutney, dude. Oh,
What's chutney?
like a
Are,
nice.
are you on that chutney scene?
Yeah, dude. I've had a few chutneys in my day. I'm not like big into it, but I definitely, if there's a chutney coming on, like, I've had a chutney on some steak before. That definitely hits in the right places. I mean,
dude.
Dude, it's funny because we can't see you.
I know. I feel like I'm not gonna hear a response, and then I hear it. Just...
Yes, dude.
Actually, I do have
You
one more
guys-
question. I do have one more question, but I'll let you finish.
I just wanted to say I just made apple, ginger, and cayenne chutney.
Oh,
That this shit is like Vicks vapor rub for your mouth. Like, it is so good, man. I'm waiting for the right day to go get some pork and just like some nice pork chops, you know, and soak them in that shit. But
Damn.
I'm all about the chutney scene, dude.
Yeah. Do that, go mow a lawn after. That'd be a good day.
Oh yeah, dude, mowing lawns, eating chutney.
That's the name of the episode right there.
ah, fuck. All right, my last question. This can be quick. If you were to be sitting around a campfire, what's your go-to song that you would start off the old fire sesh with, like on a guitar? What song would you lead into? You know?
Oh man. What song would I lead into? I would say just statistically it's usually dispatch songs
Hmm.
that are state radio, just because that's like what me and all the homies learned to play first when we were kids, so easy to still whip them out, you know.
Right.
But I just got a banjolele. Have you guys seen these
No.
motherfuckers?
A banjo.
I never heard of that shit.
It's a tiny banjo with ukulele strings and ukulele tuning. And the thing just sounds like this sweet, warm little playful insect instrument. Like, and it's so much fun to just like do little licks and progressions on. And
Damn.
I'm trying to look one up on Amazon.
Banjolele.
Right now.
yeah, it's one of the things that is definitely it's one of the good things that came out of douchebag hipster culture. Like whoever invented that definitely commutes to work on a unicycle. There she is. Yeah,
it kind of looks just like this right here. My fucking Wi-Fi is slow, but dang, the old banjolele.
And with the uke tuning, it's so much easier to play than the banjo tuning.
Really?
Yeah.
Does a banjo have 4 strings or does it have 6?
I had an acronym for back when I used to tune my banjo. Chris Gibson does acid, and then there's like so it's CGDA. I think there's on tenor banjos there's another string as well.
That's sick though, Chris. CGA.
CGDA.
Yeah.
You gotta have mnemonic devices, man. Life's too scary without them.
Oh. Fuck. All right. Well, I don't know. Do you want to rip through current events, or you think we're set, B? Because I don't really have great current events.
Yeah, me neither. I really don't. But Chris, is there anything that you really want to promote or that we didn't touch on that you want to get at?
Oh man, not really, man. I mean, if anyone wants to come ski, come out to Otsego Resort. Plenty of room. It's still one of the only resorts that you can ski onto every lift, like save for Saturdays. Like no lines here, baby.
That's right.
You know that cabin right on the Bunny Hill, the one that sits right, front and center.
Yeah. Yep. The chalet there.
Yeah, my family owns that cabin, so next time I'm up there, hopefully it's in the winter sometime. It's usually empty, so I'll have to fucking, we might have to crack open a few non-alcoholic beers together, you know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah, man. I got comp passes for days for you guys.
Oh,
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I've been in that chalet before. The first time I was in it, the Belarusian Olympian girls stole my pants. And like I didn't have another pair of pants to wear. I just woke up hungover and was like, "Where the fuck are my pants?" And then I get a text from one of the girls, and it just says, "We have your pant." I'm like, well, can I have it back? And they say no. And so I had to leave no pants that day.
Damn.
We'll snag up them jeans, bro.
Dang. I'll keep my eyes out then.
Belarusians.
Were they nice pants?
That phase in my life, I don't think nice pants was really an option. So what's your guys' pants situation? Because I'm a one pair guy. Like I'll get a really nice pair of like 686s that have the perfect cut for my long skinny legs.
Right.
And I wear them until the holes start coming in, and then I'll buy another pair. But
that's how I am too.
It doesn't make sense to have more than one pair.
Right.
Do you wash your jeans a lot though?
No.
Me neither. Me neither.
Once a week. Like if I'm gonna wear it to work, I'll wash it once a week just because you never know what kind of like piss and shit might be gathering up down there in the bowels.
Yeah, I'd say I have a few pair of jeans that I kind of cycle through, but yeah, maybe 7 wears and then they go in the wash, just like you're saying. So
For sure. And I mean,
I got
denim, man. You like don't want to wash that all the time. Like
no.
You're cutting through the lifespan.
Yeah, I got a few color. I got light and some dark. That's basically my variety. I'm not too stylish with that shit.
We talking skinny jeans, boot cut?
No, I had to give up the skinny jeans. They They look
Smart
like
move.
my legs are like an upside down triangle or something because my legs are a little thicker up top and really skinny below the kneecap. So
You got
it
some
doesn't
skinny legs,
it,
AJ.
it don't make it look right, you know. So I try to go with a nice regular fit, something that can slide over some boots if I'm wearing them or
Yeah,
some shoes if I'm
something
wearing
you
them.
can bend over in. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. All right. Well, Chris, thank you for joining us. I mean, it's great to hear your voice and just your voice. I mean, it would have been it would have been cool if the cam worked, but you know, that's just how life happens sometimes. Shit just doesn't go your way, and that's okay. We accept that shit. So, again, thanks for
Sorry
taking
about the
the
burps
time.
there. Hey, will you relax? We're finishing a podcast. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
good.
man.
You're good. That's perfect.
Dude, I'll probably take you up on one of those comp passes here soon. So
Yeah, please do. Brad, AJ, it's been awesome talking to you guys, and thank you so much for having me on.
hell yeah, brother.
You're
Much
welcome, buddy.
love, much love. Keep up the good work, and we're seeing everything you're doing. We'll start sharing some of your clips. We're pretty bad on social media, but we'll share as much as we can.
Hell yeah, guys. All right, peace out, friends. Love you guys.
Yep.
I assume you threw up a peace sign, but I'll never know.
I dabbed, and then I did a backflip.
Nice.
Thank
Peace
you.
out, bro.
Yeah. All right.